Today new topic, outbreeding devices. What is outbreeding devices? Right. Now, see, outbreeding devices. Before going to outbreeding devices, right? Autogamy is nothing self-pollination. Another one is cross-pollination. Self-pollination, cross-pollination. Which is the benefit to the organism? Right. Pollination is the word applicable to plants. In animals, right. Inbreeding and outbreeding. You must require a knowledge to understand outbreeding devices. Right. What is inbreeding, what is outbreeding is necessary. Inbreeding, outbreeding, this was applicable to animals but not plants. Right. Self-pollination, cross-pollination is applicable for plants. This words cannot applicable to animal. This words cannot applicable to the plants. But the meaning is same, process is same. Now come to inbreeding, a closed inbreeding, a sexual mating. Sexual mating between close related families or close related individual is called as inbreeding. If sexual mating is occurred for relation, is nothing outbreeding. Sometimes, according to Hindu religious, the marriages takes place within the family. Right? Brother sister is married to sister son. This is nothing. A marriage with close relative is nothing inbreeding. Inbreeding. Now, if the sexual mating with unrelated animals is called as outbreeding. Okay? But due to repetition, due to repeating of inbreeding, in many generations, one negative effect will be appear. So, inbreeding causes negative effect. Negative effect in the progeny. That is called as inbreeding depression. Right. Inbreeding depression. Inbreeding depression. Right. Suppose you take, now what is this cow? Is crossed with bull. Bull. No. Now they are parents. Now, after the sexual mating, suppose a bull. It is the what is the relation? This is a son to the parents. Right. But sometimes farmer, to their desire for their benefit, this bull is crossed with cow. That means it is not happening in human beings because we have some morals ethics, but it is the animal. What is this? Bull. What is the cow? What is this cow? What is the relation? Mother to son. Right. But due to commercial values in dairy milk industries, to produce more milk, sometimes this will be sexual mating. Now, this is the close relation or far relation? Close relation. If sexual mating between close related animals is called as inbreeding. Due to repeating in many generations, right, a negative effect. This negative effect is called as inbreeding depression. Right? Inbreeding depression. Now I have given the definition. What is inbreeding depression? Right. Decreasing of fertility, productivity in the progeny than the parents. See, decreasing of fertility and productivity in the progeny than the parents. Suppose now it is the cow, now it is the bull. Both are cross. Cow is there. This cow giving the milk 10 liters per day. It is giving 2 liters. And fertility, productivity decreases in the progeny than the parents. Right? Is called as inbreeding. What is the reason for inbreeding depression? Due to repeating of inbreeding, outbreeding, inbreeding. Right? Now, right. This is about the knowledge of in animals. But in the case of plants, say in the case of plants, right? You know, pedicel, thalamus, sepal, petal, anther, pistil. Right. Now it is the flower, bisexual flower. This is the anther, this anther, nascent. Pollen grain is a deposit. Right. After the pollen grain, some process will be occurred. This flower, this ovary, in this flower ovary become fruit. The fruit containing pollen. Right. Seed. When the seed we can cultivate, the next generation will be there. This next generation is also containing bisexual. The same autogamy. Autogamy in plants, the same process in animals inbreeding. Due to repetition of autogamy or self-cross after the many generations, the plant shows inbreeding depression. Due to this, this bisexual flowers does not interest to show the autogamy. Why autogamy is prevented? Right. For preventing of inbreeding depression, the bisexual flowers discourage self-pollination and encourage cross-pollination. Is called as outbreeding devices. Now once again, finally, right. Which flower? Bisexual flower. Right. In this bisexual flower, autogamy, self-pollination is occurred. Right. If the self-pollination is occurred, in the next generation, fertility productivity decreases. Due to this, the bisexual flowers, this bisexual flowers discourage self-pollination. Autogamy is nothing, self-pollination. Instead of self-pollination, they are encouraging for cross-pollination. For this bisexual flowers is having a beautiful mechanism. This mechanism is nothing devices. Is it? Now, in bisexual flowers, 5 types of outbreeding devices. Outbreeding devices are 5 types in bisexual flowers: dipogamy, heterostyle, hercogamy, self-stability, declining. What is this? Outbreeding devices. In which flower? Bisexual flower. Why? To to prevent the inbreeding depression. Inbreeding depression. Now, one by one. Right. Now, what is dichogamy? What is dichogamy? For example, now I am taking a bisexual flower. Now it is a pedicel, thalamus, sepal, petal. Now, right. What is this? Stamens and anther. Now, what is this? Stigma. Stigma. What is the function of stigma? Receiving of pollen. Now, what is this? Anther. Dehiscence of anther. Dehiscence of anther. Receptivity of stigma is not attacked. Not attacked. Suppose it is a dehiscence Today is a dehiscence. But what is this? The stigma is not interesting to receive the pollen. That means their maturity. Which maturity? Right. Pollen grade and that is anther and stigma. Anther and stigma maturity is not attained simultaneously. Right. If it is matured earlier, such condition is called as, it means anther male is called as prothography. If it is matured early, ovary female gynoecium is called as prothography. Once again, now what is this? Dichogamy. Dichogamy is one type of outbreeding devices in bisexual flowers in which anther, stigma not mature simultaneously are non-synchronized. Who are not synchronized? Anther and stigma. If they are synchronized means at that time they are maturing. Autogamy. If it is undergoes autogamy, inbreeding depression is occur. If inbreeding depression is occur, the next generation productivity and fertility will be decreases. Due to this, all this future, this bisexual flower as showing outbreeding devices that is called as dichogamy. Once again, I am giving the definition of the dichogamy. Right, carefully listen. Right, in bisexual flower, the maturity of anther, the maturity of stigma, not simultaneous. Such condition is called as dichogamy. In this dichogamy, two types is there: prothography, prothography. Early maturation. See, simple. Proto means first. Androsia means male. Early maturation of anther than the stigma is called as prothography. This prothography we can see in sunflower, cotton, salvia. This is the flowers of three plants. The flower of sunflower, flower of cotton, flower of salvia shows prothography nature. Now, another second type of dichogamy, prothography. Early maturation of stigma than the anther. Such condition is called as prothography. As Mirabilis zalapa, gloriosa. The flower of Mirabilis zalapa, the flower of glorious shows prothography. Now this is the one type. The next one, heterostyle. Now, simple. Now, it is another bisexual flower. Right? Thalamus. What is this sepal? Petal. Style. See. Now, what is this? And now, see. What is this? Stigma style. The length of style, the length of filament is unequal. Due to inequality in the length of style of pistil, length of filament in stamen, Right. There is no possibilities of autonomy. That means there is no autonomy. If it is daisy, right, they cannot reach the stigma. Because the stigma is more above than the anther level. But it is a bisexual. If it is bisexual, generally autonomy will be takes place. But this flower is not showing the autonomy. Why? Due to variation in the length, style and feather. Such conditions are as heterostyle. Example, Axalis primula. Now come to this herpogamy. It is another beautiful mechanism, herpogamy. See, now it is the pedicel. You know thalamus. What is this? Sepal. Now what is this? Actually it is petal. Now see. The length, the level, and the stigma, same level. To get this autogamy may be possible, but autogamy is not. Now it is what it is better. Is a become barrier. Other floral forms. That means sepals or petals is act as a barrier between anther and stigma. It is the bisexual or unisexual? Bisexual. The level of height, anther and stigma is also same. As generally we think this bisexual flower showing autogamy. Generally we can think, but it never happened because between anther and stigma some barriers. This barrier preventing autonomy. Hence, it is automatically undergoes cross pollination. This is called herpogamy. Now come to the self-sterility. It is very wonderful. You see the diagram. Now, it is the plant. It is another plant. But though both plants may be suppose too bad. Now, see. Right. Now it is a bisexual flower of tobacco. It is a bisexual flower of tobacco. But these two flowers, same species with the different plants. Self-sterility. Right. We have some morals and ethics. Just in this occasion, I give you some example for your understanding, better understanding. Right. You cannot marry your own sister, even though she may be girl. A male person married with a female, a female person married with a male. But the male and female is not belongs to the same parents. Is it? Similarly. Now, what is this? Anther. This anther is daisies. Pollen grain. If this pollen grain is deposited on the stigma of same flower, different flower, same flower. Now, there is no fertilization. That means this stigma can have the ability to recognize that pollen grain is belongs to the same flower. It is genetical adaptation. Right. If this pollen grain fall on stigma of tobacco plant of other, now it will be undergoes fertilization and form the next generation. But These both are tobacco plants. Compatible. Matching. This pollen grain is not belongs to cotton. This is not belongs to the tobacco. Both are tobacco. But this is in this case the fertilization is failure. Right? Next generation does not develop. But in this case, the fertilization is occur. Next generation is occur. Why? Here within the flower, pollination is occur. Pollen grain deposited on the stigma, same flower. That means this flower is not accepted the growth of pollen tube or fertilization of pollen grain of same flower. Such condition is called as self-sterility. That just 2 minutes back I given the example. A male person married with a female or a female person married with a male. But the male and female persons who are going to marry, they are not belongs to the same family or same parents. Like this pollen grain stigma. This pollen grain stigma belongs to the same flower. It is a genetical adaptation. Due to this, here there is no barrier. There is no some length difference is also not there. They are maturing same time. In this flower, maturity of anther, maturity stigma same time maturity. There is no barrier, equal length. But even though that does not show orthogamy due to self-stability. Now this can see the potato tube. Now the last one, decreasing. Right. Now see. Now it is the coconut. In this coconut, flowers will be, unisexual flowers. Now it is a sepal, petal, only stamens is there. That means male flower. Now it is the sepal, petal, only pistil is there. That is female flower, pistil. It is stamen. These are unisexual or bisexual. Right. If it is unisexual, there is no orthogamy. But what is this? Decree. Their ancestors, now it is coconut. Their ancestors is having bisexual flowers. In the course of evolution, right? Their bisexual flowers of their ancestors not willing to the orthogamy. In this course of evolution, bisexual flowers become unisexual. Bisexual flowers converted into unisexual flowers. Why bisexual flowers become unisexual? If it is unisexual, orthogamy will be prevented. But it is not takes place within the 1 year, within the 1 generation. Their ancestors, who is the example coconut, but at present coconut is having unisexual flowers. But their ancestor is having bisexual. That means the process of conversion of bisexual flowers into unisexual flowers to prevent the orthogamy is called as example coconut and coconut.